I'm Nat, and this is FTW, first time watching. Last time we watched the first episode of this show, and we were left off with the protagonist sitting in a cab with a really mischievous smile. What is this smile? I think it was a smize, like her eyes. She's up to something. She just stole a statue that is worth some money from her stepmother's bookcase library. She's also feeling like at a low point in her life. She needs money to keep her cafe running because she's on her own now with her best friend, co owner, passing away. And there's this saying that is nowhere to go but up. I feel like with her, we still have a lot of room to go lower and down. I feel like it's gonna be a fun ride no matter what. And I'm all in for character development, just let's develop these characters. And I feel like getting messy is probably on her agenda. I feel like this character enjoys that. So before we continue, find your snack, take a seat, and let's watch Fleabag Season 1, Episode 2. Okay, we're in the tube. I think that's how you say it.
I think my period's coming.
That actually makes a lot of sense. I am all here for a musical intervention on any type of way. Like my top favorite show is actually a musical. If you haven't watched it, check out Crazy Ex-Girlfriend. And about the period coming, I can relate. Anybody that has had their period can relate. And anybody that doesn't, but is somebody that practices empathy, they can relate as well. Where are we at?
Okay. Are you all right? What's happened? Are you hurt? No?
Oh, her sister, the hair looks different.
Can I come in? Tell the truth. I need
Do
to speak to
people
Martin.
pop by?
Martin?
Martin.
Well, hello, you. Well, must
not
be
British.
my lucky day. You said she only likes to talk to people she fancies.
Ugh. Do you deal in sculptures as well as paintings and papier-mâché?
What a pair.
I know, right?
Where'd you get this? If I sell it, I take 10%. Deal?
Deal. Don't tell Claire. Or I'll tell her you were watching gangbangs.
Please don't do that again. I wasn't.
Was she? I think he was.
Catching's up with Harry?
Yeah, we're engaged. We're not engaged.
He really used to make you laugh.
You're not like other girls. You can keep up.
Oh my god.
I liked his songs.
Oh, I wanted to see the songs.
A few times he's even cleaned the whole flat. Considered timing a breakup for when the flat needs a bit of a going over.
No.
I don't think this is working. But he always leaves. Him. To come back for. I'm not obsessed with sex. I just can't stop thinking about it. The moment you realise someone wants your body. Probably got about 48 hours before Harry comes back. Oh, God, he can't believe how attractive I am.
Walk of shame.
Walk of shame.
Drop my cucumber.
Where do I recognise her? Is she famous?
Boo's death hit the papers. Local cafe girl gets hit by a bike and a car.
Dad.
Hey.
He's coming for the
I
statue.
just wanted to, when you dropped in the other night, take the sculpture. Did you take it?
What sculpture?
Does he know how to communicate at all?
Hey.
Hey.
This is the bum guy?
What are you getting?
Oh, just these. For my tiny, bleeding vagina.
Hot.
You?
Stock cubes. Hope it's a light flow.
Oh, it never is. It never.
This is some
You're
weird flirting.
Yes, fucking yes, please, yes.
I'm gonna have to leave him.
Oh, shit. I suppose you should meet Hillary.
It's not a
The
mice.
most important thing is,
It's
if you
not-
don't like it, we can't take it back, okay?
Something to
love?
It's not a rat or a mouse. It's different.
Everything became guinea pig related.
Got some prosciutto with that.
Who feeds you from their finger like that? What is happening?
What are you afraid of?
Losing the currency of youth.
Do you ever feel lonely?
Yeah. Do you?
God, they are so fucking tiny. Oh yeah.
Mustn't call.
So I guess they always
That's
go back
okay.
to each other.
You okay?
Who are you with? I found this.
I didn't realise I'd left it. If this is about us getting back together, I was serious. This time, I'm not just going to come running back. I really just need some time away from...
I wish he'd just fuck me. All he wants to do is make love. Oh, yeah.
Amazing.
Just stay there. Oh, God.
I think we should stop masturbating. Being
Is
more
he
present.
jealous?
Really successful couples do it. Touch ourselves to try and save our touches for each other.
I never masturbate.
I thought we should try and surprise each other. I've already planned your first surprise, so don't eat too much before dinner. And I will see you later too.
He's like a constant in her life. I guess that's what she's drawn back to, right? But she doesn't seem happy when she's with him. So I wonder, maybe it's just the fact that he's around. That's what she's going for. It seems like she's stressed, or like she feels cringe out of everything he says or does. So
You okay? You look stressed.
Well, I'm successful, so. Do you have rye bread? Listen, I don't want to know anything about this surprise party. I can organise it and act surprised. I think it'd be easier for everyone if I could just...
Okay.
I mean, I've done it. It's done.
how can you organize your own surprise party?
Any news on Harry?
Yeah, we're back together. Harry?
No. Is she insane? No. Oh my god, that's so dangerous.
Oh my god, are you okay? Oh my god. It was a good joke.
No, it wasn't.
It was horrible.
It was a surprise.
Thank you.
Should I go and get us some wine?
I mean, why would you do that?
Harry?
I had to go into the history on my computer. Anal, gangbang, mature, big cock, facial, fetish, bukkake, young and old, swallow, rough.
Is he a bit of a prude though? Maybe.
Okay, sorry.
There's someone at work who loves me. Do you want to be alone? You will never see me again. I don't hate you. I'm scared for you. I'm gonna go pack my things up from the bed. I'm not gonna clean. Goodbye. Forever.
He'll be back.
Maybe he's taking the dinosaur this time? Ooh, he is. So that was second episode of Fleabag. She probably has this like ongoing pattern in her life, you know, like she breaks off with him, she, you know, just sleeps around with, you know, whomever she feels like, and then misses him, and then they go back together, they get back together, but then it's like a cycle And maybe the same with like her sister, the relationship that she has. So it's like a pattern, right? She has like these patterns in her life which are not serving her whatsoever. We still know little about her friend Boo passing and how she dealt or didn't deal with it, with that death. Even with the silliest things, sometimes you get caught up, things that you think serve you, but you're just doing them because it's like autopilot for you, like you're in pilot mode and you're just going with the flow and you don't realize it. And I feel like she's with him specifically, right? She's playing like this breakup and makeup pattern. It's not serving anyone. Even when she's like going out in this date with the guy that she was in the tub with, it's like this weird person that there's no chance of ever connecting with that person. The fact that she's keeping herself at a distance emotionally and not being vulnerable with anybody. I would say the most vulnerable that I've seen her was when she was talking to her dad in episode 1 and he was like, wall up. And then when the guy in the bathtub asked her if she felt lonely and she was like, yeah, like all the time. So we get to see these glimpses of how she feels like truly, and not just, this cool chick, funny, quirky exterior of her, really sexual being, because you can be all of that and still be in touch with your emotions. And I feel like she maybe is protecting herself. I'm definitely interested in seeing what this is gonna be like now that the other side of her ongoing pattern for relationships is like, putting a break on it and saying, I'm not down for this anymore. Like, we've done this so many times. I don't want to do this. He's taking it with the dinosaur. How is she gonna deal with that? How is she gonna take it? How does normal look like for her when she can't go back to him being around and her being like weirded out by him or like being annoyed by him? That's what she knows. So what is gonna happen? That's always interesting. So I feel like it's a solid second episode. Her dad, what is up with her dad? I was gonna say relationship, but I feel like it's non-existent. Like, he was there trying to like follow the rules and the norms and being like starting a conversation. He was like, I'm not even gonna bother. I'm just gonna ask if she took this thing. And when she gave him a response, he was like, okay, there's nothing for me here. I'm gonna go. And she did mention that her mother wasn't around. I don't know if she passed or she left. Her sister is more like trying to ace everything in life and all of that. And she's like the opposite of that spectrum, right? The family dynamic is really something that I look forward to learning more about. I feel like every different aspect of her life is so complex and we're just seeing the tip of the iceberg. And I also feel like the series itself is like a really rapid pace, even though the scenes don't feel rushed, right? Like the scenes themselves, they're like at a normal pace. They're not like super quick. And I feel it's always accompanied, by the ending of that like guitar at the end, when the Fleabag name comes up. It's like, what are we up to next time? I don't know. I want to find out. So I want to know what you think about the show. If we can keep it spoiler free, please. I actually enjoy having no spoilers of anything of any sort when I watch stuff. So if you made it this far, thank you so much for watching. Please don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. And I'll see you on the next one.